Civic Education for Senior Secondary School 2. This is an audiovisual aid to learning and better understanding of civic education for Senior Secondary School 2 students. Scheme of work. Under civic education, I have the following themes and topics. Theme 1, Citizenship Education, and under it I have Importance of Citizenship Education and Democracy and National Development. Theme 2, Capitalist Democracy. Theme 3, Dangers of Political Apathy. Under it I have Meaning and Forms of Apathy. Theme 4, Achieving Popular Participation in Politics. Topics under it: Popular Participation. Theme 5, Limitation of Human Rights. Topic: Human Rights. Going to the first theme, Theme 1, Citizenship Education. What is citizenship education? Citizenship education means an education given to inculcate morals and values in the citizens in order to make them fit into the society they live in, and also to participate appropriately in political and non-political activities of the state or nation. That is, citizenship education helps the citizens to understand their duties, to understand the values of their society, to understand the moral standard of the society. It guides their way of interacting with one another and also their participation in governmental and non-governmental issues. Citizenship education also helps the citizens to acquire behaviors, attitude, values that will enable them become responsible citizens in order to contribute to national development. That is, for citizens to contribute effectively to national development, they need citizenship education. They need to be educated on how to behave, the attributes they are to possess, the values they are to show forth, so as to contribute effectively to the development of the nation. Every nation, especially democratic states, needs an active, informed and responsible citizenry. To be able to take responsibilities, contribute to the political, socio-economic development of their country. This is attained through citizenship education. Importance of citizenship education. 1. To make the citizen aware of their rights and responsibilities as citizens. That is, it creates awareness of citizens' rights, responsibilities, obligations, and duties, so that citizens can follow the line and perform their duties as expected. 2. It enables people to make their own free decisions and to take responsibilities for their own lives and the community. That is, it helps the citizen to take decisions on their own without being guided, and to take responsibilities for their actions, for their lives, and also for the community as a whole. 3. It allows people privilege and freedom to explore social and political views. That is, citizens are allowed, they have the rights and the freedom. It brings their knowledge to the freedom they have to explore different social opinions, political opinions, social views, and points of views. 4. It is essential for helping people to live a civil life with one another. That is, it helps build up people in an appropriate manner so they can live at peace with their fellow citizens. 5. To make citizens show concern about the welfare of others. That is, when citizens have the knowledge of citizenship education, it is easy for them to show concern for the welfare, for the well-being of other people. 6. To guide citizens in making right choices and decisions, particularly when it involves the election process. That is, it guards the notion and the view of the citizens, and it guides them to make the right decisions and choices, especially when it comes to voting people into different political positions. 7. It helps people to develop confidence in themselves and successfully tackle significant life challenges and changes. That is, individuals develop this confidence when they come in contact with citizenship education. They develop the confidence in themselves and also to be significant in life, and also to adjust to different challenges and changes that lives bring. 8. To give young people a voice in their various schools and communities. That is, when young people have the knowledge of citizenship education, it creates in them the awareness to have a voice even in their schools and their communities. 9. It helps in developing people's skills that can make them function and live effectively in the society. That is, citizenship education develops, enhances the skills of citizens, the skills of individuals, and these skills in turn makes them function effectively in their society. Theme 2. Democratic capitalism. This is a political, economic, and social system that is based on the mixture of democratic principles and capitalism. It is a system of government in which two systems, that is political and economic, are amalgamated, in which there exists private ownership of means of production and distribution of goods and services, with the aim of profit making without government interference. That is, the government does not interfere in the production and distribution of goods and services in a capitalist democratic state. In this system, the government only decides the rule in the face of the nation. The government also regulates the economy through taxation. Characteristics of capitalist democracy. 1. Private ownership. In this system of government, individuals have the right to acquire as much goods as they can. This simply means there is no limit to the goods that individuals can acquire, because the characteristics of capitalist democracy includes private ownership. 2. Competition. Rapid innovation, as each individual makes efforts to find ways to produce goods at a cheaper rate or introduce new products to meet the needs of the consumers for the purpose of profit making. That is, in this system of government, there is rapid innovations, different organizations with their different products, and an organization or a manufacturer might decide to produce the same goods or service that has been previously in the market at a cheaper rate so as to compete with others. 3. Free choice. The entrepreneur is allowed to embark on production of any brand of the same product previously in the market. That is, an entrepreneur can decide to produce a product that has previously been in the market by another manufacturer, but with a different brand name. 4. Free market. The capitalists decide how much to sell their products to maximize profits. That is, under the system of government, it is the capitalists that will decide how much to sell their products in order to maximize their own profits, in order to maximize their gain. 5. Government regulation. Private ownership of property is protected by government in a capitalist democracy. The government provides the basic rules for business to operate in the production of goods and services. That is, the government in this system of government is in charge of rules and regulations, is in charge of making the rules and making the regulations even for the business. 7. Democratic governance. The people, in a free and fair atmosphere, choose who will govern them via election process. That is, the citizens are the ones who choose their leaders through the election process. Number 8. Multi-party. Democratic governance include the existence of two or more political parties competing for power. That is, in a democratic system of government, multi-party system is allowed. Different political parties can be formed under the law and they can compete for different political offices. 9. Rule of law. All organizations, including the government, operate under the rule of law. This means that the law is supreme, no one is above the law, and everyone is rated equally before the law. Competition among